Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Isabella Bansi YouTube channel. I'm Wheezy and let's get into it. Do you know what? It's award season. I kind of felt like I'm a compare, maybe at the Grammy Awards or the Oscar Awards. I know that in light of everything that is going on at the moment, that introduction will seem kind of left field. Well, it was kind of designed to do that because if you think about everything that is going on, you might not want to laugh for the rest of the year. I didn't realize how affected I was becoming by the American news. And it just seems like it kind of hit me all of a sudden. I wish there was a way that I could avoid it entirely. But the feeling is kind of like you want to watch, like you're watching a train wreck happening. You want to look away, but you can't, you know? And there's this kind of guilt you feel because you've got friends in America, you've got family in America. So it's almost a daily feeling of worrying about people who you care about, but helpless to do anything about it. How many of you guys feel that way? Anyway, this is my current situation at the moment. Um, Without further ado, though, I am very excited because Meghan, we heard from Meghan. The other day, we saw Meghan's hand, and the squad is, you guys are just too much. You know when they say someone is too much? The squaddies are entirely too much. It was celebrating seeing Meghan's hand. Can you imagine? Anyway, so this time around, um, Meghan just made a wildfire survivors day by securing a signed Billie Eilish t-shirt to replace the one she lost in the fire. And get this, Adam Levine and Behati Prinsloo helped make it happen. The handle at the moment. So if you haven't seen it, head over there and get the full thing. You know how YouTube does. We can't play her videos over here. I'm sure Megan wouldn't mind, but YouTube wouldn't let us play it. But if you've got Instagram, go over there and watch it. Megan's just trying to do what she does. She is a lot braver than I am at the moment, being knowing she's going to get criticized whatever she does and still coming out to do it anyway. And you know how everything she does, they like to try to twist into a negative thing. So yeah, if you haven't seen the video already, go ahead, go to Megan's Instagram to watch it. I'm going to upload it to my Instagram later after this live stream. It's really a thing. She was just talking about how she went over to visit the survivors of the fire and she happened to come across this 15-year-old girl who's, I think she was shell shocked. She must have been shell shocked because her only concern was her autographed Billie Eilish t-shirt. And Megan was like, oh my God, if that's the only thing you're concerned about, I don't know Billie Eilish myself, but I'm going to try to see what I can do to make this happen for you. And, you know, connected Megan. She spoke to someone who spoke to someone who got this ball rolling, and she was able to get more than the autographed t-shirt. Actually, she got a whole package of things from Billie Eilish's team. So yeah, Billie Eilish did good, Megan did good, and I'm sure there's one excited teenager just waiting to receive her goodies from Billie Eilish. Anyway, y'all, Kate Middleton out here trying to use Meghan as her scapegoat again, and you guys know that the reason is because this move is straight out of her. You remember last week during the Holocaust Remembrance Day, Kate wore a Chanel bag. Now you might be thinking, what's wrong with Chanel? Well, it's just a little thing called Chanel's history as a Nazi super sympathizer. And you would think that someone who has been with the royal family as long as Kate has been would research the items that she's wearing to the event that she's going to. I mean, you would think that this is Princess 101, right? Incorrect. Here's where things get classic Kensington Palace. Instead of them just saying, oops, this was a misstep, I'll do better, Kate and her team did what they always do, which is withdraw access. It's like they think access to them is a precious, magical privilege, like people are supposed to beg and grovel because they might be blessed with a blurry Getty image of Kate in yet another coat dress. But see, this move is straight out of their playbook. Remember Franken Photogate? When they got caught doctoring a photo of Kate and the kids, and instead of just owning up, they punished the photo agencies that dared to fact check them. It's kind of giving thin-skinned dictator energy, you know? And now, after the Chanel fiasco, what are we seeing? Kate has banned staff from announcing details of her outfit. Well, supposedly, that's what they're saying is happening. Kate is like, I want focus to be on my work. And the internet is like, girl, what work? Listen, stop playing. And just judging by the tweets that I saw, another person said, no one asked her for anything. Kate Middleton, judge me by my substance and not by my clothes. And people are now looking for her substance. Let me know if you find it. I thought that was hilarious, honestly. I thought that was utterly hilarious. And I don't know, if I was Kate, I think I would go and hide on in the deepest part of the world because she can't seem to open her mouth without making herself look more stupid, I think is the word that I want to use. And it's shockingly stupid, I think is the right word. Shocking, the right phrase, sorry. Shockingly stupid because you have a whole team around you. Even if you're overwhelmed by the various things that you have to deal with as a human being, every human being has like life administration that you have to deal with, correct? Okay. And on top of that, you're a royal. So let's assume that you have a lot more protocols to get through on a daily basis. So which can make the mind to get overwhelmed. Now, this is me trying to think from a positive point of view. Yeah. Then only to realize that a simple thing like attending a Holocaust Survivors Day can turn into such a debacle. And the issue is not what happens when a mistake is made. It is what do you do when you have made the mistake that makes it all the worse. Anyway, after people have finished making jokes, it just got better, because now after making jokes, now people start saying, well, but seriously, let's think about this for a minute. Who is Kate? Kate is Princess Kate, right, of the royal family. She was recently given the honor of issuing royal warrants, something not even Princess Diana got to do in her lifetime. These warrants, for those who don't know, they're like an official stamp of approval on British fashion. Okay, it kind of gives them an advantage of those who don't have these royal warrants because, of course, the royal women, they have their own courts, like the women in their on their team, the women who curry their favor. Of course, if you've got uh, the queen, for instance, who is issuing royal warrants, the ladies in her court will typically wear the outfits from the royal warrants that she has given out. I'm sure there must be some kind of exchange, whether it's commercial, cash wise, or some kind of discount or whatever. But it gives the designer some kind of cachet in their midst, like some kind of status, like they're favored amongst all the other designers, and then adds to their commercial attractiveness in the market because they're like, okay, if the royal family likes them, that means that they must be great quality, they must be good designs, they must, just be better. So that's why, what Kate said just seems really silly. Like, how can you, who has just been given royal warrants, come out to the public and then now say, oh, don't talk about my fashion, just because you want to cover up the fact that you made a faux pas, a fashion faux pas the other week? Do you see how she just keeps digging herself into a hole? It's just like there's some kind of, I don't even know what to call it, whether it is the dictator's handbook, like when they make a mistake, instead of dealing with the mistake that they have made, the handbook tells them, do you know what, don't admit it, don't change course, just keep digging yourself deeper into the hole. Because of who you are, is going to get to a point where no one will say anything. And they have been waiting for that point in time to arrive when no one will say anything. Anyway, so imagine the confusion, okay? After receiving the historic fashion role, like I said, the royal warrants, where she was supposed to be the new person in the royal family who is giving out the fashion royal warrants. And then suddenly she's like, don't talk about my fashion. Girl, that's the only thing you do. Like, if take away the fashion and the 5 questions maybe that she stole from that young girl, what else do you know Kate for? Anybody in the comment section, just let me know. Just let me know. Anybody in the comment section, if you take away the fashion, okay, at least she's able to wear shiny things that make her look like she's something or someone. All right, so give her that. And then the 5 questions for what is it, that initiative that she has been developing for the last, since she joined the royal family. Apart from that, what else do you know Kate for? So that even the people who worship at the altar of Middleton, they were not having it. They were like, the palace is wrong. Writing about royal fashion is important. And I saw this on the Telegraph, right? Even the Harper's Bazaar, who are very pro Cambridge, they were like, fashion does matter. Why what Kate wears will always be important. That was polite for bitch, stop it. So, see, this is what happens when you break the invisible contract between the royals and the media. They get put back in their place by the British media. But just to take you down memory lane, remember the days before the invisible contract? The media used to drag Kate for filth. Let's roll back some of the headlines for nostalgia's sake, shall we? Look at this headline from 2016. It says, a sari needs curves. Kate has none. Duchess is slated for choosing wishy-washy, boring, and peculiar outfits on the royal tour by a writer dubbed the Jackie Collins of India. Or what about this one? It's curtains for Kate style, flamboyantly floral, floor sweeping, and a little bit frumpy. Why is the Duchess of Cambridge dressing like a set of curtains? Ah, the good old days before the invisible contract. Oh, before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment or two in the comment section. If you have visited before and you have not yet subscribed, let today be the day you decide to leave the undecided camp and go ahead to subscribe. It's fun over here. And we do all sorts of things to try and add our bit to the activism that is needed for Harry and Meghan's journey towards total freedom. And just one more reason why you need to subscribe is because we are on a mission to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of the month. That number is supposed to give us the ability to collaborate with other UK media, anti-media harassment charities, and cyberbullying charities as well. They have said they would not be collaborating with any social media content creators unless they have a reasonable size platform. And for them, their definition of reasonable size platform is 10K. So it's not for just for the vanity of it, okay? Please go ahead to subscribe so that we can do this work. For all those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and also hit the like button. Okay, let's continue, shall we? So, as I was saying, talking about Kate and the backlash she has been experiencing, when she saw the backlash mounting, what did she do? She hit the emergency button. Yes, she hit the emergency button. All of a sudden, we saw this article. Powerful new photo of Kate appears for World Cancer Day. A photo supposedly taken by Prince Louis, age 6. And listen, I'm not saying that the timing was convenient, but the timing was convenient. And do you know something else that caught my eye? I don't know whether this occurred to anybody else, but that location where the photograph was taken, it seems like it was the same location where they filmed that disastrous cancer update video. Did anybody think about that? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, this whole thing has been to reset Kate's public image after the backlash. But it seems like every time she tries to move forward, she keeps on putting her foot in it. She can't seem to get it right. And it looks like this time around, William was not having it. He was just like, I'm not getting into this at all. You need to sort it out by yourself. So when she saw, let's see. And so when she saw that people were still talking about when she saw that people were still, uh, she was still experiencing backlash because she has said she didn't want anyone talking about her clothes. What does she do? She knows that as soon as she starts cosplaying Meghan, people will take their attention away from her. And of course, that is exactly what happened. People love it when Kate cosplays Meghan. They don't like Kate, but they hate Meghan. So as soon as she does anything which reminds people about Meghan, they stop talking about whatever it is that Kate was doing. And then they start bashing Meghan. So look at this. Did you see what happened immediately after? It was so, this is so obvious now. It's so embarrassing. If I was Kate, I could not do this for the life of me, honestly. No wonder she seems to be having all sorts of problems, because when you have to live this kind of life for a prolonged period of time, there is no way it doesn't affect your mental health in some way. And she looks like someone who is experiencing something going on with her mental health. Anyway, this is Kate, who says she didn't want anyone to talk about her fashion. Let me give you an example of what the media did in retaliation. Just listen to this. So it's I'll just read an excerpt. It's not a long one, it's just two paragraphs, okay? It says Kate 43 launched an interactive trail to support social and emotional development in under fives. Okay? This says she bonded with a 5-year-old girl, holding her hand throughout the event. Hold on. That sounds eerily familiar. Who else is known for genuine, heartfelt interactions with children? Who else has been advocating for children in recent times? Who else just helped a young girl replace a lost t shirt from a celebrity? That's right, Meghan Markle. And guess what? Even though Kate claimed she wasn't going to announce her outfits anymore, somehow the media still knew the designer of every single thing she was wearing. From the jigsaw trousers to the Cezanne Brunner earrings to the Halcyon Day salamander talk, forget me not, and gold bangle. I couldn't even let me not even pronounce things that are difficult so I don't break my tongue, twist my tongue. But yeah, can you imagine? You put that out there. I don't know what statement you were trying to make. And the very next day, you're out here doing the exact thing you say you didn't want to do. You see why you have no respect, Kate? No one respects you. And let me just look at your comments before I go. Lorna says Gwen is okay. Uh, Julie says she produced the next king. Well, congratulations to her. Uh, well, Megan's good enough to cosplay. I bet Kate has a pin interest board of all things Megan. Beyond that, I think she has a whole room with Megan's things inside of it, like a whole office. Anyway, so it's Activism Tuesday. It's also Black History Month. You know who has been doing we're gearing up for Invictus Games. I have been getting my rest in because I know that the next week is going to be really crazy. So, one online magazine that I know has been doing a great job is on covering Harry and Meghan is Feminigra. If you have not subscribed to their newsletter, I would suggest you go ahead to do so because they cover everything Harry and Meghan, and they're doing a fantastic job. Let's get that online magazine trending, fully supported on Twitter so that we can protect the positive news outlets that carry and cover Harry and Meghan news. If you haven't followed them already, they you need to go ahead to do so, okay? And some might be thinking, you know, why do we still need to do anything? There is no issue. Harry and Meghan have risen above. Harry and Meghan are still fighting, okay? Harry and Meghan are still fighting. So we still, for those who care to be, we still need to be in battle mode. And I have left you guys alone for a while because I wanted us to take a break. But now that Invictus is coming up, we need to put our shields back on and get ready because the Derangers are getting ready. Look at this comment I came across on Twitter. It says, Um, so Facts and 2 Cents was saying, so Invictus is 4 days away. Please consider not posting photos of the deliberately stupid, childish Kensington Palace copycat display. This is deliberate. Now back to Invictus Games. So Joe Deaver says she's doing it for attention and you're falling for it. Please mute and ignore that woman. And then this guy, who is a huge Kate, he says he's for Kate Middleton, but when Kate Middleton is doing anything, they don't support her. So they just go under her canopy in order for them to attack Meghan. Anyway, he says, I promise you, Catherine doesn't need attention. That's all a Meghan Markle issue. We are waiting to see Meghan at Invictus. We are going to drag her to a level only Lucifer can understand. Do you guys understand that while we are here waiting and complacent, just ready to see Harry and Meghan in public, these people are waiting to see them with the sole purpose of tearing them down. So I am just putting you guys on notice, right? If you have not rested before now for whatever reason and you want to follow this thing back to back in order for you to be able to support Harry and Meghan, get some rest now before the games begin so that we can actually do the work. Also, follow Feminigra. The link to her website is at the top of the chat. Click on it so you can subscribe to her newsletter. It's one way of supporting Feminigra, okay? As for Kate, she's just going to have to find herself. She's just going to have to find herself. So, having said all of this, guys, what did we learn today since we're in school? Well, we learned that Meghan stays doing good despite the haters. Also, Kate's PR machine keeps self-sabotaging. Then we learned that the media's invisible contract is shaky at best and very good at reeling the royals back in. And Kate is out here studying every Meghan's move. I'm sure that everything she's going to take notes of everything that Meghan is going to wear during the Invictus Games and look for ways to wear them. The thing is that she does it in such a way that she makes it she does it in a way that makes it obvious that she's trying to be mocking, with that mean girl energy. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. Are you ready to get on board with the battle to protect Meghan during the Invictus Games? There was someone who sent me a message saying that they're going to be in Canada for the Invictus Games. I sent you a message. Please email me. Email me, please. I need to talk to you. Okay. Let me look at the comments before we go. Kate releases stuff. She even lets the paps know that Charlotte was wearing iron necklace by Chelsea Davy on her Christmas walk, even though the necklace you couldn't see in pictures. Well, exactly. Bella tricks Lestrange. The real king watches over them. Pray for this fool. They're dropping about to drag. That's what Willie is doing to Kate. She's trying to make her husband's fantasy crush come true. I thought about that. I thought about that myself. I was like, William must have been fed up. And not only that, William has said he doesn't want to be anywhere near her. Well, he hasn't said it to the media. Well, he kind of has, because he has been saying he wants to do things solo, but he hasn't officially stated that they are divorced or they are separated. So we have to say allegedly. Okay. So he must have just been like, look, I'm fed up with all of this. So you know what you're going to do? Clean this up. I'm not doing anything for you. The last time I tried to do anything for you, they dragged the hell out of me, and I lost what little hair I had left. So, Lorna says Petal of Facts and Two Cents will be in Canada for the opening ceremony. Oh, will she? Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Oh, the person who sent me that message, please get in touch. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for this evening. There's more to go, so you most likely will hear from me tomorrow. But you know what? I will just hold on until tomorrow. So hit that like button, guys, subscribe, and if you really want to keep up, make sure you join our newsletter so that you don't miss any of these videos. Oh, Majorie Austin, please send me an email so I can get in touch with you. And guys, you still have the option to donate to the channel. Thank you very much, Lorna, for your donation, your super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you to the person who sent me some gifts by Amazon. I'm going to create a community post for you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Majorie, please get in touch, okay? I need to speak to you. All right, guys. That's it for now. Until next time, this is Wheezy signing up. Ciao.